Man, welcome to the 515 Real to Real podcast where we discuss film, television, and all things industry related. I am your man, Bruce Nix Jr.
And I'm your man, JT.
Man, we'd like to welcome you guys again to this edition of the 515 Real to Real podcast, man. And thank you guys for joining us, man.
Oh yeah, man. Thank y'all, man. This has been fun.
Man, it's been a lot awesome, of fun. Man. I've been enjoying doing these, man. Looking forward to bringing back the behind the lens.
Yeah, man.
You know, we got a good one coming up.
Definitely.
We'll stay tuned for that. More information on that, man. But you know, here we are with you guys again this week.
That's right, man. So how have things been going, man?
Man, it's been a busy week.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of stuff going on. But it's been good, man. I can't complain. Can't complain. What about yourself, man?
Same here, man. Been busy. Working on a project that we got going on with the team, man, and you know, getting into the rhythm of that. And so I think we're about to get a whole lot busier here pretty soon.
Yes,
so.
Man, looking forward to it.
Yeah, man, me too.
We're looking forward to this episode, because we got a lot to talk about today, man.
We do, man.
For Two Snaps, we'll be talking about the Ed Gein story. It's part of the Monster anthology on Netflix.
On Netflix,
man, I had a chance to review it, man. Can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah,
a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about it too, man. So I've been struggling with it for Two Snaps, but we'll get into it a little bit later because, whoo,
it's a lot.
It's a lot, bro.
So we'll be talking about that, and then for this week's Take Two, we'll be talking about a little bit of Jonathan Majors news.
Yeah,
you know, it's been in the headlines recently that he could potentially be coming back as Kang the Conqueror in the MCU. You know, he made a few comments earlier in the week, so we'll be talking about that. And then for our main topic, we'll be talking about the Fast and Furious franchise. You know, there's been a lot of talk in the headlines about whether or not there will even be a Fast and Furious finale. You know, after 10, you know, it was scheduled to be like a 2-part arc for the final installment. But because of budget, we don't know if they'll be able to come back. So we'll be talking about that. And then for our Be Kind Rewind, we'll be talking about
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, man. Keeping up with that Halloween theme, man. We're talking about Ghostbusters. So, really excited about that one,
Definitely
man. That
was
a huge part of, you know, growing up watching Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
and,
man.
You know, watching the cartoons and all that stuff. So, man, excited to talk about some Ghostbusters for our Be Kind Rewind and reviewing that. But, you know what? It's time to get into our headlines.
Let's go.
All right, man. So here we are with the headlines. Johnny, I don't know if you've been keeping up with what Questlove has had going on, man, but recently he's been working on a documentary on the legendary group, the iconic group, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, I heard something about it. You know, the other documentary he did on Jimi Hendrix was dope.
Fantastic.
So,
fantastic.
You know, to hear that he's getting ready to do one on this group right here, I know it's going to be phenomenal.
It's going to be awesome, man. Matter of fact, what we're talking about is he's finally found a home for the documentary on HBO. As we know, Questlove has been on a roll with his documentaries. Like you stated earlier, Johnny, First Summer of Soul, and now like one of the most iconic bands, as I stated earlier, Earth, Wind, and Fire. After years in development, the project has been picked up by HBO, meaning we're finally going to see this long-awaited tribute come to life. The documentary is scheduled to come out sometime next year in 2026, man. And so it's looking like it's going to be a big year for Questlove. And, man, I'm excited about seeing, you know, Earth, Wind, and Fire and just learning a little bit more about their backstory, how they formed, and, you know, a lot of their story, man.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, man, they're one of those groups that can stand the test of time. They have stood the test of time. And to now get a documentary produced by Questlove, who's a phenomenal musician himself.
Yes.
Who knows music. So when it comes to these documentaries that he's doing now, man, I just can't wait for it.
Same here, man. I'm excited about it, man. What about you guys? You guys excited about a little Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Come on.
You
gonna sing a song?
Nah, I'm not singing.
Oh, you ain't gonna sing this time.
Reasons. Y'all ain't ready for it.
I told you, man.
Nah.
They ain't ready.
They ain't ready for it, man. You know, we can't be doing all that singing. They ain't ready for it.
I told you, man. My people told me to stop because I'm not getting royalties.
No
for
royalties,
the singing.
all right. No royalties
so I
there,
stop.
man. So yeah. But man, that's our thoughts, man. We're excited about it. So let us know what you guys think, man. So next up, we'll be talking about The Smashing Machine, man. The movie starring The Rock about legendary MMA fighter Mark Kerr.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it really bombed at the box office,
That's what I
man.
heard, bro.
I think the movie cost about 50 million to make, and I think the opening weekend it only made like 5.9 million domestically.
Mm.
So it took a bit of a tumble at the box office,
Yeah.
man. But The Rock has recently come out and said a few things about that. As we know, the Smashing Machine starred Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the biopic about MMA legend Mark Kerr. The film took a very brutal blow at the box office. I mean, it opened to 5.9 million domestically in its first weekend, and this made it The Rock's lowest opening film of his career. So, despite critical praise and buzz from his film festival circuit debut, and making its rounds during the film circuit, The Rock recently stated that the box office results are one thing you don't control. What is controllable, he says, is your performance, your commitment, your willingness to disappear into a role. And The Rock got a lot of high praise for this role. Matter of fact, I think at one of the film festivals they even got a standing ovation. But he did say that he was looking to do something different with his career, taking on more serious roles because we know The Rock is a action star.
Yeah.
And, taking on like a lot of roles like that. But this is definitely something that was different from him, and he wanted to kind of expand. I guess you could say just like his
Portfolio.
yeah, portfolio.
Yeah, I mean, you know him as being, like you said, an action star. He's a very funny comedic actor as well.
Yes.
You know, so to see him do something more serious and want to take his career in a different area, I'm happy for him in that regard. Because at one time, The Rock was the biggest star in the world.
Yeah, and we'll be talking a little bit about that a little bit later because he was one of those stars that if you bought into a franchise or you bought into a film, you knew it was going to make a lot of money. And so, like, I think times have shifted where there aren't any guarantees with any performers in the industry today. So, I mean, it's just like you're taking a gamble anytime you produce these films.
Yeah.
So, it's just one of those things, man. Like he said, you can't control the box office, but what you can control, again, like he said, was your performance and what you put into the role. So, looking forward to seeing more films like this from The Rock. Hopefully, it'll be able to gain a little bit of traction and get some legs to it. But we'll see. It's one of those things we'll watch out for, man.
Hopefully, they'll make their money back. At least that.
I hope so, man. But 5.9 million. I mean, opening weekend. That's tough. You know. But who knows? We'll see. You never know because word of mouth can get some things rolling and it snowballs and then starts take off. So
that's right.
You never know. I love to see him in roles like this. I don't know if you had an opportunity to see him in the film Faster or not, but he was great in that.
I saw him in Faster.
Faster was amazing. I thought
that
was great
an
in
amazing
that.
movie.
And it was a different role for him. I mean, it had action, but it was a lot of drama in it.
Yeah.
And I love seeing Rock in these types of roles, man. So I haven't had an opportunity to watch Smashing Machine yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'm always there for when any creative decides to pivot in their career and want to go for some more serious things. So, I'm down to see it, and see him in some more serious roles.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Have you had an opportunity to watch The Smashing Machine? Do you want to see Rock doing more roles like this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments or send us an email. All right, man. So next up, we're going to be talking a little bit about John Wick, man. This is one of my final headlines for today, man. And, I'm a huge fan of the John Wick franchises. I know you are.
You know it.
Also, well, did you know that they're coming out with a John Wick Samurai Western?
I saw that, brother. And when I said a John Wick Samurai Western, I was already front row.
Yes, sir. So, looks like the John Wick universe is gearing up for a whole new kind of shootout, this time with swords. A new report teases a samurai-inspired Western spinoff set in the Wick universe. Written by Austin Everett. Details are still a little tight on it, but the project is said to be a blend of the John Wick style with the honor-bound world of samurai warriors. Think Lone Wolf and Cub meets the good, bad, and ugly. This is coming off the heels of, the film The Ballerina, which they, expanded the John Wick universe. And, they've been trying to do a little bit of expansion within the world of John Wick. And then they have John Wick Chapter 5 getting ready to come out pretty soon. So, man, I'm I'm all aboard for John Wick. We talked about the ballerina when it was released, and
Yeah.
I was a huge fan of it. It didn't do big box office numbers, but it was a great film to me, man. So I'm looking forward to anything they can do with John Wick
Yeah,
and
man. To
within that world.
see them taking that world back to dealing with samurai warriors and this Western theme or whatever.
And hearing the comparison with
Yeah,
the good, the bad, and the
yeah.
ugly,
So
man.
you already know that that's about to be something serious right there. And
Yes.
then especially for the John Wick franchise, man, that whole world in itself, that takes it in a whole nother direction.
Yes.
But I mean, I can see, even other styles coming from that, man, which is gonna be crazy.
Man, it's gonna be amazing, man. Like I said, I love the whole John Wick universe.
Yeah.
And then the style of fighting that he does,
Yeah.
man, it's like brutal and just so grounded.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I mean? So I'm a huge fan of John Wick. Again, love the ballerina. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they can do with some samurai and adding a little bit of a Western twist to it.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what they can do with this Western samurai-inspired installment of the franchise.
Yeah, man. Same here, man. It's like I said, it's gonna be crazy.
Man, it's gonna be crazy, man. So, what do you guys think? Are you excited about this new installment of the John Wick franchise? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, man. But that's it for headlines today, man. So now it's that time of the week, man. You always try to, stump me with some kind of question, man. So I know we had a question of the week coming up, man. But we'll
and
see.
I'm gonna start. See, I think what I need to start doing
Oh, my.
is
Here we go.
I need to stop picking questions that go with whatever the movie is for Be Kind Rewind.
But that's the way it's.
Uh-uh.
That's the way it's structured.
Yeah, that's the way it's structured. But I think I need to do something different. But
These are honestly questions for our audience.
Yeah,
but I just so happen to know the questions.
and see, that's the thing.
The answers
that's
to
the
the
thing.
questions.
I don't know how you be knowing because
Because I know movies.
ain't nowhere in the world you know that many movies. Ain't nowhere in the
Come
world.
on.
Okay, but I got one for
That's
you.
the reason why we're doing the show.
Oh, well, whatever. But today, I had 3 questions to choose from.
Okay.
So everybody knows, okay, Be Kind Rewind today, again, it is Ghostbusters. So I chose 3 questions from Ghostbusters, and I think the one that I'm going to use is going to be one that's going to get you.
Okay.
It's going to get you. So in the movie Ghostbusters, I'll set the scene for you because usually when I set it for you, that's what really does it. That's how he really gets the answer because I set the scene.
Pretty much.
So, but I'm gonna set the scene.
Okay.
You ain't gonna get this answer.
All right.
So, okay, do you remember in Ghostbusters where the destroyer was coming, and the little demon told the Ghostbusters to choose, and they was asking them choose what? Choose the destroyer, and then Peter said, "Okay, I get it. If we think about it, then that's who's gonna come and be the destroyer." And Ray ended up picking the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in Ray's dialogue, he mentioned, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and how they used to roast marshmallows at camp. What was the name of the camp that Ray went to during the summer?
That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
See, usually when he say that, I be thinking that you're not gonna get it, but then you turn around and you get it.
Nah,
but
I
don't
really
think
good
you
one.
got it
That's
this
a really
time.
good one.
I really don't think you
That's
got
a good one, man. If you
Yep.
guys know the answer, please leave it in the comments.
Don't tell him.
Leave it in the comments. Please. Leave it
Don't
in the comments.
don't leave it in the comments because he'll read the comments.
So we'll see. We'll see. That's a good one though. I will give you that. That's a very good
Yeah.
one. Got to think about that
Yeah.
one. But next up, man, we're moving on to a little bit of Alabama news
That's
with our
right, man.
Forge and Steel, man.
Forged and Steel. All right, Bruce. So today, man, for Forged and Steel, we're gonna talk about a documentary.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
nice,
man.
nice.
So it's a documentary that was actually filmed here in Alabama, and
Love
it's
that. Gotta
called
love
The
that.
Alabama Solution.
Okay.
Have you heard about it?
I have not.
Okay, so the Alabama Solution is an investigative documentary. It investigates the conditions and abuse within the Alabama state prison system from the perspective of incarcerated individuals who actually use contraband cell phones to document life behind bars. Now, for over 6 years of production, the filmmakers combined covert footage smuggled out by inmates, interviews that was done by these cell phones, and other stories from family members and advocates on the outside. Now, the central thread is a death that happened back in 2019. An inmate named Stephen Davis at Donaldson Correctional Facility. The guards claimed it was self-defense, but the film presents an alternate testimony and evidence that suggests his force was a cover-up.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So to see a documentary like that, it just premiered a couple days ago on HBO. So I haven't watched it yet, but I heard it really opens up the situation here in Alabama dealing with the prison system.
Man, I promise you, I've never heard of that, man. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. And it sounds like such an amazing project, man. I mean, like, just to hear, like, those kind of details and, like, the fact that they were able to get this footage out of the, out of the prisons or the jails.
Yeah, so...
And get it to these filmmakers.
So, man, I've never been to prison.
Yeah.
But in order for them to get these cell phones in and out, they had to use guards.
Yeah.
That's I already know that.
Wow.
Somebody had to smuggle them in for them and then smuggle them back out.
Yeah.
But, for them to even have the know-withal to film what was going on with them and then to get it out and get it in the hands of the two directors that actually directed this film was Andrew Jarecki, I believe his last name, and Charlotte Kaufman.
Wow.
They're the directors behind this project. And to get this footage to them and have them package it and put it together to make this documentary, man, I can't wait to watch it. Like I said, it premiered already on HBO. So go back when you get a chance, go back and check it out. Maybe we can come back and talk about what we saw in the documentary and how it made us feel or whatever.
That would be great.
But please, if you get a chance to, go and watch it as well. Send us an email, put in the comments or whatever what you think about it if you've already watched it. And then, yeah, man, we'll go from there. But, yeah, that's Forged in Steel, man.
Awesome. So you know what's next, man. Next, we're talking Take Two.
Yeah.
And for this week's Take Two, man, we're talking a little bit of Jonathan Majors news, man.
Jonathan Majors.
Could his Kang the Conqueror potentially be coming back to the MCU?
I mean, the man deserves another chance. That's all I can say.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Take Two. Man, so Jonathan Majors recently hinted that he may make a return to the MCU via the multiverse. They've got this whole multiverse series going on. Avengers Doomsday is coming out next year, and it's supposed to be dealing with the multiverse. And Jonathan Majors has recently hinted at that.
Mm-hmm. Man, he deserves a second chance.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Everybody deserves a second chance. I wasn't there. All I did was read the news articles and see everything that was out on the internet and things like that. But he's a phenomenal actor. I've enjoyed him in most of the projects that he's been in. It's only been like one project I really did not like. And probably a lot of people can probably figure out what that is without me even saying anything. But hey, pass me that magazine. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, man. So, like I say, the guy deserves a second chance. He's a great actor. Like I say, I've enjoyed him in just about everything he's been in. So to hear him hinting at coming back, I'm down for it.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is he was recently interviewed at the Daytime Beauty Awards in Los Angeles, and Majors was asked about returning as Kang the Conqueror in the MCU. He actually avoided a direct yes or no when he was asked about the question, but he did say, "I cannot say anything about that. It's a multiverse, so there's always that." So to me, that almost sounds like there's potential for him to return, especially if he says, "I can't say anything about that," because there was no direct yes, no, or in between. It was just like, I can't say anything. And a lot of times when an actor says, "I can't say anything about that," they've at least had some kind of discussion.
Talks. Yeah. And then to say something about, the multiverse, meaning that, in any world this could possibly happen.
Right.
Again, man, I wouldn't be mad at it. Kang the Conqueror is a great character, and he played a great character as Kang the Conqueror. So, I mean,
I think he was great. Now I will say this: I think Marvel would have had to shift either way. from the character. And I let me explain that a little bit, because I think Marvel or the MCU failed Kang the Conqueror and how they brought the character in. Not
Okay.
Jonathan Majors.
Not Jonathan
It
Majors,
had
but
nothing to do with Jonathan
how they
Majors.
introduced the character
How they
to the
introduced
story.
the character, because one, they introduced the character in a TV series.
In a TV series.
Which was Loki season 1.
Yeah.
They introduced the character in Loki season 1, and then at the end of that, I think he was called He Who Remains.
Mm-hmm.
And he's killed by a side character in Loki.
Yeah.
Then the next time you see the character show up, he's in Ant-Man Quantumania. He loses to Ant-Man. To Ant-Man.
Yeah.
He loses. And we're supposed to take him as a threat to the Avengers who just took on Thanos.
Yeah, I get you.
It was the way they set him up.
Yeah.
They failed the character of Kang. I don't think it was a Jonathan Majors problem. I mean, all the other issues and that, that's a whole nother situation. But in terms of the character of Kang, I think the MCU failed in developing that character to be a major threat, or for the general audience to take him as a serious threat for the Avengers. So, because if you can be defeated by Ant-Man, like, how are we supposed to take you seriously against, like, Thor?
Yeah.
Or the Hulk or Captain Marvel or somebody?
Yeah, that's true.
Doctor Strange. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So what do you think? How you think they're gonna rebrand him if he comes back?
Well,
what are they gonna do different?
Well, one thing they did at the end of okay, so if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, it's been out for over a year or so. But in Loki season 2, they basically dealt with Kang in Loki season 2.
Okay.
Like at the end, they like had got all the variants and all this kind of stuff. But in Ant-Man, at the end of it was like one of the post-credit scenes, they had like the Council of Kangs.
Yeah.
Which is like all the different variants of Kang. So potentially like one of these variants is still out there. And they could bring him back for either, if not in Doomsday, maybe for the Secret Wars Avengers film that's coming out. Because that, I believe Secret Wars, they're dealing with a lot of the multiverse and the variants and all this, all those things. And they come together and, they fight and all this kind of stuff. But they could potentially bring him back in that way. But I don't think it was a Jonathan Majors problem. I think it was an MCU being able to make this character credible.
Yeah.
To go against the Avengers.
Yeah. Because, to go against, like you said, get defeated by Ant-Man and then by a secondary character as well, man, it's crazy. It's funny. This is off the subject a little bit, but I was watching a movie the other day. I don't know why I wanted to go back and watch it, but I was feeling a little Chippendale-ish. So I went and watched Chippendale, the Rescue Rangers. Mm-hmm. And then I actually watched the movie, and Ant-Man was in the movie. And what's so funny about it, because Paul Rudd, he was sitting there signing autographs, and he was like, the character wasn't originally called Ant-Man, it was called Aunt-Man. So just to even think about being beat up or killed by somebody's auntie, as Kang the Conqueror getting killed by a person who should have been your auntie and not your aunt. But it's crazy.
It is crazy, man. I do feel that Jonathan Majors is a great talent.
He is.
Loved his work in Lovecraft Country.
Yes.
Was excellent in Creed 3.
Yes.
And a lot of the roles that he's been in, man, he's just always been a standout, man.
Oh, yeah.
So
I really enjoyed him, and I think the project was called Last Black Man in
San Francisco.
Yeah. That was a good movie, man. I really enjoyed that project.
Yeah, he was good in that.
Yeah, he was good in that one.
Like I said, he's a major talent. I would love to see him make a comeback. If not in the MCU, at least in something.
Yeah.
But if I will say this, if the MCU can give this character a little bit of redemption, and bring him back, in a way where he is somewhat of a threat, I wouldn't mind that. Maybe not for a full film, but like in some portion of one of these 2 Avenger films that are getting ready to come out.
Yeah. So hey, we'll just have to see what they do if he comes back.
Yeah.
If he comes back.
Because you can be Kang the Conqueror one day, and then the next week they take your but there's that. But what do you guys think, man? Are you excited about the potential of Jonathan Majors and Kang the Conqueror coming back to the MCU? Leave us your thoughts in the comments and let us know what you guys think. For this week's main topic, man, we're talking a little Fast and Furious, man. We're not sure if they're going to even cross the finish line, man. They had Fast X come out. Was it last year? I believe it was.
I think it was last year. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was set to be a 2-part arc for the final installment of the franchise. But reports have come out recently saying that Universal could be pumping the brakes on the franchise because of budget, concerns. The last installment, I think it made about $700 million at the box office, but that's off of a $340 million budget, which is insane for a film like this. I don't even think that the Avengers films cost that much, man. So this is like one of the highest, budgeted films ever. And for any other film, $700 million is
it's good,
amazing.
Yeah,
but with a $340 million budget, you need to
you need to break $1 billion.
Pretty much,
because 700, it didn't do it, because if they're now talking about not necessarily making this next one or even cutting the budget to make this film, they're running out of nitrous, bro.
Man, they're running out of something, man. So, after more than 20 years of wild stunts, street races, and family-first moments, it looks like the Fast and Furious saga might finally be downshifting toward the end of the road. Reports say Universal could be slamming the brakes on Dom Toretto's story, not because the fans are done, but because the budgets have gone way too fast and way too furious. The Fast and Furious started back in 2001 as a raw underground street racing flick, and over the years it's turned into a full-blown, globe-trotting action ride packed with heists, explosions, and the trademark family energy that's defined the franchise over the years. And so the one thing that we've loved to see is these characters all come together and, all their exploits and all these different things. But man, it's crazy to think about a $340 million budget for something that started off very grounded.
Yeah.
It started off very grounded, and like over the years, again, it's just kind of morphed into this whole other thing, because they had the Fast and Furious, then they had Too Fast, Too Furious, I think Tokyo Drift, and like when the franchise really started to take off, I think was with Fast Five.
Yeah,
I want to say that was when The Rock came on board, who we talked about earlier, and again, The Rock kind of brought that energy into, he reinvigorated the franchise, man, because that's when it started making $1 billion at the box office, and every film after that was doing very well. But man, just to think, like now Universal wants to chop the budget down by 50 million or get it down to 50 million less than what it is right now. I'm not sure what the number is they're trying to shoot for right now, but when you factor in the cast that they have to bring in, and I would imagine you have to bring The Rock back.
Definitely.
For this. You have to bring him back to kind of close the series out if that's what you're going to do. But like, man, the last one kind of left on a cliffhanger. So it's like, what do you think is going to happen? And then they also mentioned that they wanted to bring Paul Walker's character back.
I was going to say that.
For the final installment. So like, what do you expect to happen with this?
Man, I don't know. I really don't have any expectations on what to expect or what's going to happen. Yeah. But one thing could be the reason they want to chop this budget down some, because they don't think they're going to get the money back in ticket sales. The box office is not going to be hitting like it's supposed to. Yeah. Now, for it to be the possible last installment of this franchise, I would expect, a lot to go on in this movie, and for them to really push that marketing budget to go towards getting people to come out to the theaters. But, it may not happen.
Now, Vin Diesel did come out and say that, like, with this particular installment, that they are trying to go back to the basics of like how it all started with the Fast and Furious, with the original Fast and Furious. Because the original Fast and Furious was basically like a Point Break ripoff.
Yeah.
It was like beat for beat. Yeah. It was almost the same exact thing. But I don't know, man. I think with the Fast and Furious, like, again, when The Rock came on board, there was like excitement. They even had a spinoff of The Rock's character, Hobbs, when they did Hobbs and Shaw with Jason Statham's character. So, I mean, there was a lot of momentum going in, but then, man, they started getting a little bit more outlandish with each, new installment of the franchise, man. When they went to outer space, I think that was when they lost me.
Yeah, that's when they lost me too.
Yeah.
But speaking of the different installments of this franchise, like which one was your favorite?
Probably probably five or six.
5 or 6?
It might have been 6. I think 6 was the one like right after The Rock came in. It was the one right after that.
Okay.
So I think it was 6. But it was one of the two, 5 or 6.
Okay.
But I mean, those are like, to me, that was peak Fast and Furious, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for what it ended up being, yeah, I would say around that time, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
It's probably, those are some of my favorites. I did enjoy Tokyo Drift. That was a good one to me. It may not have been to you.
Shad Moss was your favorite character?
No, he was not.
What?
No, he was. What
No Shad Moss?
What you mean? What?
That wasn't your favorite character?
No. What make you think he would be my favorite character?
Well, you did pick A Mud Deal Wedding Destination as your favorite, one of your most anticipated films. So I'm just saying.
Again, that was not me. That was him in cahoots with the producers.
Me?
On it, yes, had to be you because you always trying to play tricks. You always trying to play tricks and you trying to blame it on the producers.
Wow.
Always, cause I know you.
Okay, so it was Han.
I know you.
It was Han.
Okay.
Han was your favorite character then, right?
I just like the movie, man.
And they killed Han.
I like the movie.
And they brought him back.
And they brought him back.
How they brought him back?
I don't know how they brought him back after they
Yeah.
killed him, but they brought him back. But no, he was not. I just like the movie, man.
Okay.
I know when you got something brewing.
I don't have nothing brewing.
I know when you got something brewing.
Blame the producers.
Okay. You got something brewing. I know you
Blame-
got something brewing for this one. I know you got something brewing.
Man, shout out to Bow Wow, man.
Dude said, shout out to Bow Wow.
What?
He said, shout out to Bow
Hey,
Wow.
Fast and Furious, they should bring him back too.
You think so?
Yeah.
For what reason?
He was a big part of the franchise. You didn't watch Tokyo. You just said
I watched
was your
Tokyo
favorite.
Drift, but I didn't say it was my favorite.
Yes, you
I
did.
said-
You said
Then I
out the
said,
franchise.
rewind it.
Rewind?
Rewind
Be
it.
kind of rewind it.
Be kind of rewind it or whatever you want to say, because I didn't say it was my favorite.
Okay.
I said I enjoyed it.
Oh, okay. There's a difference. Okay. I want to watch this back and see exactly what you said then.
Please do,
Yeah.
because now you got me messed up, man. Because Shad Moss.
What's wrong with you?
Then the dude gonna say, shout out to Bow Wow.
Roll bounce. But, man. So what do you guys think, man? Do you think they're going to even make this film? I'm a little skeptical now.
I am too.
Especially based on the budget
Yeah.
concerns that Universal has. And I mean, like, they have not been getting the returns that they've been putting in.
Yeah.
So I can definitely understand those concerns that they're having, man.
Oh yeah. And if you used to making $1 billion and you're only making $700 million and you putting in 340.
Whew. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And again, you got to think about the cast over the years is just inflated.
Man,
and you think about all those salaries.
Now, you can just look at that cast, man, and you can notice that most of that money is going straight towards the cast.
Yeah.
Now, special effects and all that other good stuff, but when you bringing in people like The Rock and Jason Statham,
Vin Diesel,
Jason
Momoa.
yes, so you really paying some money out.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the best thing about the last movie was Jason Momoa, man. I thought as a villain, I thought he was great. But outside of that, it's just, whew, it's gotten pretty rough, man. I want them to go back to the basics, man, and hopefully that's what they'll do with this film if it ever comes out. But right now, I'm not quite sure that it will.
Yeah, me either, man. Like I said, they running out of gas and nitrous.
Wow, man. So what do you guys think, man? Are you excited to see the Fast and Furious wrap up the storyline from Fast X, or do you just not care at this point, man? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and, we'll just kind of see what Universal decides to do with it, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So, next up, man, it's like one of your favorite segments.
Yeah, man, and make sure.
Uh-oh.
Okay, ain't nothing up there right now.
Nothing up there right now.
Okay, right now.
Right now, man.
Right
you
now,
know these producers, man.
Yeah, man, I know these
They get
producers.
funky on us, man.
I know the producers and my co-hosts. I definitely know y'all.
Co-hosts?
Yeah, I know the producers and my co-hosts.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
I didn't do those things.
You always say you right there.
I didn't do those things.
Yeah, but after, I know. But it is time for 2 snaps.
2 snaps.
Yeah, so we're talking monsters. Ed Gein.
Yeah, man.
The Ed Gein story, man. It's crazy.
It's definitely crazy, man.
It's crazy, man. But there's a lot that came from his personal story, man.
Yeah. Dude, you had Jeffrey Dahmer was somebody that was influenced by
Yeah.
him.
The film Chainsaw Massacre,
Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface.
Yeah.
You know, so, but man, I almost want to say I hate suggesting this for Two Snaps, man. You know,
Yeah, because I mean, it comes from the Monster series
Yeah,
anthology,
yeah.
which airs on Netflix. Because I think the first one they did was
well,
on the Mendez brothers.
Yeah, the Mendez brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So, but man, watching this,
man, it's crazy. It's
yeah,
it makes your skin crawl, man.
it really does,
Yeah.
man. And I mean, because you see this guy who is, first off, who is, you can see that he's infatuated with this young girl.
Yeah.
Come to find out, I think she ends up being his girlfriend or whatever, because I've only watched the first episode. But I do know his story a little bit.
Yeah.
But to see that he was so engulfed in seeing dead bodies,
Yeah.
because you see one part in the film where the young girl brings him these pictures from the war where the Nazis had killed and burned up a lot of Jewish people, and that did something to him. I mean, to where the point that he enjoyed looking at those pictures.
Man.
You know, man.
Yeah.
So, and man,
It's crazy,
it's
man.
crazy, bro.
So to set it up, like he lives with his mother.
Lives with his mother.
And it's just the two of them. He has an older brother, I believe, but his
Henry.
brother, yeah, but Henry, but his brother doesn't live with them. And his mother, like, she always tells him that, you know, she always hoped to have a little girl or whatever, but never did get a chance to have a little girl.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's just an awkward guy.
Yeah.
He's a very awkward
guy. And his mother had a lot to do with that too, because already you
think
could
so.
tell that the
Yeah.
guy had some type of mental instability.
Yeah.
But then his mother's always talking about how women are sin, and
Yes.
you know, telling him he should never get married.
She had only been with his dad two times.
Two times, and you know, she got
That was him and
the
his brother.
and him, and then to say that, you know, only a mother could love you,
Yeah.
and all that type of stuff, man. So she played with his psyche a lot. Now I'm not sure if that's what truly happened,
Yeah.
but in this project, that's what we see, and that's how, you know, some of the twisting part of his brain is coming from how his mother is treating him, because he's a grown man, seems like, and she's treating him like he's a little kid.
Yeah. And then, I mean, even when he goes into town and he's trying to have conversations with like girls in like the soda shop or something, man, it's like
He's
just really awkward.
Very awkward.
Yeah,
Very
and even
awkward.
the guy that I guess he was like either a worker there or he owned the shop. He's
Yeah.
like, come on, Ed, leave him
Yeah.
alone, you know.
And he was like, man, can I not just, you know, talk to the ladies or whatever the case may be? But it was just even creepy just
It
for him
was.
saying hello.
Yeah, it really
Just
was.
hello to
Yeah.
him was creepy, man. It was. So, I mean, I really don't know what to say really about this whole project so far, man. Because, again, like I said, I only watched the first episode. And I'm kind of
Creeped out, man.
Creeped out about it,
It
man.
is a little
Definitely
creepy,
creeped out
man.
about it.
Especially knowing that it's based on an actual person.
Yes. And knowing his story, yeah.
Whew, it was crazy, man. But in, you know, some of the things we can talk about is like what happened in this episode.
Yeah, because we don't want to give out, because there's some
Right, we
people
don't
out
wanna
there
give
that's
out-
going to go
yeah,
watch it.
yeah, we
So
don't wanna
we
give
don't
out
want to
too
do no
much.
spoilers.
But man, you know, like you kind of see how he kind of morphs into who he becomes. Like you
Yes.
said, like he and I think you talked about it a little bit earlier, but like the young lady that, you know, he is friends with.
Yeah.
Like she was showing them some Holocaust
Yeah.
photos.
Yeah.
And he was just entranced
Yeah.
in these photos. Like he like just saw all these dead bodies piled up, and he was like, this can't be real. And she was like, no, it's very real. She was like, at first I didn't think it was real, as you know, also, but no, they're real.
Yeah.
And so he just got this, I guess you could say, infatuation
Yeah.
with seeing these dead bodies. And I think that was one of the things that kind of started his path into, you know, where he would eventually go.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, because you even see him when his brother is telling him that he's going to run off with the girl that he's dating,
Yes.
or whatever, and start a life with her, and telling him that he needs to get away from their mother because she's sick.
Yeah.
You know, and when he's mentioning sick, he's talking about in the head.
Yeah.
You know, and he's telling him that he needs to get away asking him to promise me that you'll get away from mother so you can go and live your own life. But by this time, man, whatever was done was already done.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just hadn't come to full fruition yet, but
Yeah.
it was already done. And then for him to take that log and knock his brother out, that was crazy, dude. And I mean, and killed his brother. But then,
But no spoilers, right?
well, I mean, it's the first episode. I mean, we're talking about the episode.
I'm
We're talking
messing
about
with
the
you.
episode.
You said no spoilers earlier.
Okay, well,
But
sorry, he killed his brother.
he killed his brother.
And then, but,
I wasn't gonna say it, but
Well.
I was gonna say it. But then he said we weren't gonna spoil it, so he said it. So now we can talk about it. So he killed his brother.
Yeah, so, okay. Man, okay. so, so he kills his brother. He kills his brother, but the thing that I was going to say about that part was the fact that how, he was trying to tell his brother to get up, and then he walks off, and then you see his brother actually stand up and tell him, oh yeah, you got me good, blah, blah, blah. But all that is in his imagination.
But that's actually later though. That happens because he knocks him out. He goes inside and he's with his mother, and he asks his mother
if she saw him.
yeah, she saw him, and
Because
then
he had said he was going to come by
and that's
see
when he
her.
goes back out and he sees like his brother talking to him, and it was like all this stuff is in his head.
Man.
All this stuff is in his head, man. So, from there, like he goes and like he goes to check on his brother, and like he's out. Like he's not moving, and
Not
he
moving.
realizes that he's dead at this point.
Yeah.
And so he goes and moves the body, and he starts a fire.
Yeah. And in that particular part, if you go back and read his story, I know that part is true because even in the death of his brother, they ruled it heart issues, the same thing with his father, because in real life his dad died because of a heart attack. But in real life they ruled his brother's death saying that it was heart issues as well, and they never truly looked into what had happened because they noticed that he had those lacerations or cuts or on his head or whatever, but they never even looked into it. I don't know why they never did or whatever, because maybe everything that he did in real life could have never happened if they truly had looked into it. But I don't really know if I'm gonna watch any other episodes because it really did something to me. I don't think I want to watch it.
I'll say this: the performances are awesome, man. Charlie Hunnam is Ed Gein.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, man, he's creeping me out, man.
Yeah,
he's doing a great job.
That's probably
man.
why I don't want to watch it, man, because he's doing such a great job portraying this man.
Such a great job, man. And it was great seeing Laurie Metcalf in a different role.
Yeah.
From Roseanne and the Connors fame.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it's a lot, man.
It's a lot, man.
But again, and I think we talked about it a little bit earlier, man. There's a lot that came from Ed's story, man.
Yeah.
Of course, as we know, and we stated it earlier, but Leatherface from the Chainsaw Massacre is based on Ed Gein's story. Also, I want to say Norman Bates, the character Norman Bates, who had somewhat of an infatuation with his mother.
Yeah.
Was based on his
yeah,
story
man.
as
So
well.
so I understand Alfred Hitchcock was, I guess, sort of a fan of his.
Wow.
That he wanted to, make that Norman Bates character kind of like Ed a little bit or whatever. So, so, man.
It's creepy, man. It's creepy, man. But so I guess now is the time when we do our review.
Yeah.
Of the show or the
time.
episode, man. So I'll let you start off, man.
Man, okay, so just watching the first episode, and this is not the entire series, but it creeped me out so much that I could not give it a 2 snaps.
Wow.
Now, again, phenomenal acting, to know the story and then to see it played out the way it is. Again, everything is done in a way that it's doing what it's supposed to do as far as creeping you out, making you scared or whatever the case may be, making your mind wander. But I can't give it 2 snaps.
Wow. So what do you give it?
I don't want to give it no kind of snaps, bro.
No snaps?
I don't want to give it no kind of snaps. I'm not saying that it's not. It's
You gave Happy Gilmore 2 snaps.
man. Here you go again.
You gave Happy Gilmore two
I probably got
snaps.
Happy Gilmore flying around my head or something right now. I don't know. But man, I say that because I'm not saying that it's not good.
It's all subjective.
I'm not. Yes,
It's all subjective.
I'm not saying that it's not good, and I'm not. And I said that I may not watch any more episodes. I may check out another episode, but I'm not giving it nothing.
Okay.
I can't give it anything right now.
All right. Well, wow. I gotta follow that up. So for me, like again, I can't say enough about the performances. I thought the performances were great. I thought the direction in the episode was great that I had an opportunity to watch. I thought it was filmed very cinematic. I mean, everything worked for me. The story, the story is the story, and that's I think the thing is, like, I think the producers and the director, I think that's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to tell the story.
They're doing a great job.
They're doing a very great job. So it may not necessarily be my cup of tea in terms of, like, because it is so dark, and just knowing the story, and this is something that actually happened.
Yeah,
that's what makes it a tough watch. Now if it was just like a fictional type of a deal, then it'll be easy for me. Okay, like I easily give it 2 snaps. But even regardless, even if I don't watch another episode, I think just based on the performance and just the story and knowing the story, I give it 2 snaps, man. I'll say that I'll say it's worth a watch. I definitely say it's worth a watch. I'm intrigued to see kind of where they go, especially knowing his story, like how far they'll take it with telling his story, man. So I'll probably give it a chance and complete the series, man. But I can understand where you're coming from.
So let me know if he puts on the little not little, but let me know if he puts on the skin uniform.
Well, on the poster they actually have him.
I saw the face.
Yeah.
But he actually had a full body suit.
Man, that's crazy.
That he created.
That's crazy.
If you know his story, dude,
That's
and
crazy.
I think it's this. I think for me, it's truly knowing the story of the person versus watching the show, because this dude had he had a belt made of, I think, like lips.
Man, that's crazy.
He had, I think, ears hanging from curtains and all kind of stuff, man. He had bowls made out of skulls.
He was a sick guy.
He was a very sick dude, man.
Sick.
So that's probably what.
Yeah. So as you guys can tell, Johnny probably will not be sleeping well tonight, man.
Oh, I'm gonna sleep good. I'm gonna sleep good.
Yeah, he'll sleep good knowing that he's not gonna watch it again.
That's right.
I have to tell him about it, but man,
tell me about it.
You guys watch it for yourselves, man. Johnny gave it no snaps. I gave it 2 snaps, man. And again, for me, it's just the performance, and then just knowing the story. I'm just interested to see where they go, man. So watch it for yourselves. Get your own thoughts and opinions, and let us know what you guys think, man.
Yeah, man. That's what it is, bro.
That's right, man. So it's that time now, man.
It's that time.
It is that time, man.
So,
I know you've been waiting on this moment,
get this ready, man.
Get it ready, man.
Get this ready. Right here.
You got a tough one this week. I'm not gonna even lie. You got a tough one this week.
Man, see that
you do.
Oh, okay. So we'll see. I'm not gonna set it up again because that may give you more time to think if you don't already know the answer, because you didn't try to trick me like that before. So, what was the name of the camp where Ray said he spent his summers?
Ah, man, it's a tough one. I think I know it, but I don't.
See
know.
there?
No, I said
go.
I think.
There you
I
go.
think. I might pronounce it wrong.
Oh well, if you pronounce it wrong, then I know you got it. You don't know it.
It was similar to Camp Wakanda, something like that.
I don't like you.
Is that it for real?
Camp Wakanda.
Are you serious?
Camp Wakanda.
Wow, that's crazy.
Camp Wakanda.
That is crazy.
Camp Wakanda.
That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I know what you did. I know what you did.
That's crazy.
You in cahoots.
In cahoots with who? You the only person with the question.
I'm the one with the question.
The producer don't have the question.
He don't have the question, but he heard it. He heard the question. He heard the question.
Okay. So I guess the producer just gave me the answer.
You probably did. Probably did. I'm watching the camera. You watching him. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Well,
it is what it is.
Camp Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
Even though it's spelt different.
I know. Yeah.
Spelt different, but still, I thought that would be a good question.
That is a good question. It really is a good question.
Every time he get me, I be wanting to give him one of the other questions that I had. I had 2 or 3 questions I could have gave him, but I gave him that one because of the Wakanda part. But
that was a good one though.
It was a very good one because I didn't think that you would get the Wakanda and then again.
Hey.
Whatever.
Hey. What can I say, man?
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man.
Stay puff.
Stay puff, man. That's my guy. Speaking of stay puff, man, I think it's time to get into it.
It's time, man.
It's time. So it's time for
Be Kind
Rewind. Be Kind Rewind video. So I look out. Man, all right, Johnny. So who you gonna call, man?
I'm calling Ghostbusters.
Man, one of the most iconic theme songs ever. We about to take it back to 1984. That was the year.
That was the year, man.
That this film was released. I mean, it was one of the biggest blockbusters of that year.
Yeah.
Man, just such an iconic film. A lot came from that. Of course, they had a couple of sequels. You know, again, the iconic theme song by Ray Parker Jr.
Yeah.
Cartoons. There was like all kinds of merchandise that came from Ghostbusters. Oh yeah. Man. Such a great film.
You know, man, I even see sometimes I've driven down the interstate.
Yeah.
And seen that
Echo
pass right by me. I got some pictures of it, man. I was driving, shouldn't have picked up my phone, but I took pictures of it. But man, Ghostbusters.
Man.
The opening scene of that movie is in the library.
Yep, in the library.
In the library, and you see the librarian. She's putting up some books.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you see a couple books go back and forth from shelf to shelf. And then you see all the cards in the Dewey Decimal System or whatever just start popping out all over the place. And then next thing you know, she's confronted by a ghost. You don't see the ghost, you hear it, and then you see her scream. Yep. You know, man, great opening scene.
Man, that opening.
Great opening scene, man. And then
the mix, the one thing that was so great about this film is the mix of horror and comedy.
Definitely.
They did such a great job mixing it up because there were a few moments where you're like, wait, hold up now. You know. But I mean, but
probably when Slimer came out, that's when you.
I love Slimer, man. Slimer, that
was
funny. Nah, that was funny to me, man.
I thought that scared you.
Because that was the first time Peter Venkman got slimed.
Yeah, he did.
Because he got slimed, and he was like, he slimed me.
Yeah.
That was classic, man.
That was classic.
Classic, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you one of the standouts for me in this film was like I guess the camaraderie amongst the Ghostbusters.
Yes.
You know, like all of them, like with Peter and Ray, and then Egon, and then
Winston.
Winston. Yeah. When Winston came along, and man, the close relationship they had, and how all those guys played off of each other.
Yeah, man. It was amazing, man. Yeah. Even just the other characters, supporting characters.
Like Janine.
Like Janine. Then you had Rick Moranis.
Man, yeah. Rick Moranis was awesome in this film.
Man. He was awesome in this film, man. And so, but you see, now the part that got me in the beginning, like the next scene, you see Peter in his office.
Yep.
Because
they were professors, right?
Yeah, they were professors. They were scientists. And you see Peter sitting in his office, and he's doing an experiment with a young guy and a young girl, and they're supposed to be trying to see if they can tell what the card is reading.
Yep.
And the guy's getting the answers right. Now, if you noticed, like Peter have a square, he'll say something else, but then the next card, he's calling out basically the card that Peter had before. And then after he got zapped so many times, he really picked up on what the cards were. But the girl got them wrong every single time.
But
Peter was trying to get with her.
Yeah.
He was trying to get with her. What he told Ray to get out because he was still in the middle of an experiment or with a. But the dude said, what he told the dude that you signed up for, and the dude was like, he's like, you're getting paid for it. but come to find out they was only getting paid $5.
Right.
Man, you're not finna
That
electroshock
was
me
funny
for no
though.
$5.
It was funny though, but
It was funny.
It just kind of showcased his personality.
Yes,
though,
definitely.
and what Peter Venkman was about.
Yeah.
Man. Too funny, man.
Peter Venkman was the unofficial leader of the group.
Unofficial.
The unofficial leader of the group. Everybody looked to Peter.
Egon was the brain.
Egon was the brain.
You know, Ray was kind of like, I guess
Ray
you could say,
was the expert in ghosts. I would say more. I say Egon understood and Egon knew the ghost as well.
Ray was like,
but
the glue.
Ray was the.
He was the glue.
He was the glue that kept them together.
And Winston was the voice of reason.
Yeah, Winston was the voice of reason. He was the one that was not a scientist. He was not part of that world. When it came to ghosts, when Janine asked him, did he believe in all these different things? Winston said, well, if it come with a paycheck, I believe whatever you tell me.
Right. That's why you got to love Winston. Matter of fact, the character of Winston was originally supposed to be played by Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
But due to a scheduling conflict, he was unable to do it. And we got Ernie Hudson. And man, it worked out well for both.
Yes, it definitely worked out. Yeah, man.
Because Ernie Hudson was awesome, man.
He was awesome.
He was awesome.
Let me ask you this question concerning Ernie's character as Winston Zeddemore. So, I got a question for you.
Okay.
And so, what was Winston's salary? How much was Winston making?
Hold on, man. You only get one question.
No, this is not a trivia question.
No, this is not the question.
This is not a trivia question. This is about the movie.
No, we're not doing this today.
No.
Nope. We're not doing this today. No. No,
dude, I'm not asking you another trivia question.
No, well, tell the people what the salary was.
I asked you, did you know?
Tell the people what the salary was. He said he'll do anything for a paycheck.
Well,
he didn't say he'd do anything for a paycheck. Let me take that back. He said if it comes with a paycheck.
Yeah, I'll believe whatever you tell me.
That's exactly
but I'm asking you, it's not a trivia question.
Ask it to the people then. Let them respond.
If you don't know, I'll tell you.
No, just tell the people. Ask the people.
People, do you know?
Yeah. Now tell the people.
Now,
let them respond in the comments.
Respond in the comments.
Yeah.
But back to my question.
Okay.
I'm asking.
Go
it's
ahead.
not a trivia question.
I know. So
I'm just
tell
asking,
the people.
do you know how much Winston was getting paid?
So tell the people how much he got paid.
I think it's because you don't know. And you're trying to play that trivia card.
Nope.
The trivia card. But hey, okay. He was only making $11,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's how. Yeah, he's like, mm-hmm. Yeah. Boy, you ain't slick, man. You ain't slick.
Oh my goodness, man.
You ain't slick. But hey, I digress. Let's get back into the movie.
Back to it.
Back to the movie.
So,
who was your favorite character in not just the Ghostbusters themselves, but out of the ensemble, the cast itself? Who was your favorite?
I got to roll with Peter, man. I love them all.
You got to roll with Peter?
But I got to roll with Peter, man. Like, Bill Murray was excellent in the role, man. That Bill Murray type of humor, man. And just, like, some of the things he would say and the delivery, man.
Yeah.
Just awesome, man. All of them were great, though.
Yeah, everybody was great.
I enjoyed all of them, man. Rick Moranis was
excellent. He was definitely funny.
He was very funny,
He was very funny.
He was very funny in the film. Just so much, man. Dozer. Man, just so many great memories on that movie, man.
Yeah, man. So,
we gotta tell them about the hotel, though.
Okay, yeah. Let's go to the hotel. So, in the hotel, they're called to the hotel to get rid of a ghost before they get ready to have this big banquet that they're getting ready to have. And they trashed the place.
Yeah, absolutely.
They literally trashed the place from going up to the 12th floor where this ghost was originally seen. Then,
and that ghost turned out to be Slimer.
That ghost turned out to be Slimer. They almost shot the housekeeper with their ray guns and
with the proton packs.
Yeah,
they had the proton packs.
Yeah, so that was crazy. But then, like you said, the iconic line when he said he slimed me.
Yeah, man.
That was always a favorite, even in the cartoon.
Because what was funny though was because at this moment, he turns around and he's staring at him, and he's on the radio with the other guys.
And he's trying to call Ray.
Yeah.
Better he's just hollering Ray's name.
And then Slimer just comes straight at him, and he starts screaming. And next thing he's on the ground, and he's just laid out. And then Ray comes running over to him, and he's like, He slimed me.
He
I mean,
slimed-
classic
yeah,
line,
classic
man.
line,
Classic
man.
line,
Even
man.
before Slimo got his name.
Yeah, even before he got his name.
You know, that's where his name come from,
Yep.
because he was full of slime.
Yep.
But man, I mean, this movie started a trend.
It did.
It started a trend, man, and it gave us a whole franchise of Ghostbuster movies, cartoons,
Yeah.
all that good stuff, man. So I really enjoyed it all, man.
And
so,
the Ghostbusters had haters too.
definitely had
They
haters.
had some haters, like the
Had
city
some
of New
haters.
York, man.
Oh, hated them, man.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they did all that work for the city,
Yeah.
and the city didn't want to pay them.
They trying to shut them
The
down.
city tried to shut them down. Then you got the guy that came in from
man.
the Environmental Protection Agency, who shut down the containment grid, who let the ghost out, man. And it was Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was one of my favorites.
I love Stay Puft, man. That was
Stay
crazy.
Puft was always a great character.
Like, you gonna die to a marshmallow man.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Almost.
that's all Ray's fault.
All Ray's fault, man.
All Ray's fault, man.
All Ray's fault, man. But man, so like, again, like you can't. Such an iconic film. You know, one whose memory that we still hold dear to today. You know, and of course, like we stated, there's been like sequels and all these different things that have come from the Ghostbusters. But man, it's just nothing that touches that original.
Yeah,
man.
nothing touches the original Ghostbusters to me, man. Now, part 2 was great, but
Yeah, I like part 2, man. And one of the best things that come from part 2 was Bobby Brown's theme song.
yes,
On Our Own,
yeah.
man. That was tough, man.
That was a tough one.
That was tough, man.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, that's one of the films we'll be talking about. Talking about this month. Keeping with that Halloween theme, man.
Yeah.
And what better than Ghostbusters, man?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, what better than Ghostbusters, man? So, man, that's another one down, Johnny.
That's another one, bro.
Man, I think this was a great episode, man. Had fun today, man.
I had fun too, man.
Yeah, man. So, man, what do you guys think about any of the topics we talked about today? Because I know we threw a lot of stuff out there at you today, man. And then Johnny threw out more questions than he should have today.
I did not. I was just asking.
He threw out more questions than he should have today.
Was not
You get one question a week.
It was not a trivia
You get
question.
one question a week.
It was not a trivia question.
One question a week.
It was
man.
not a trivia question. I was just asking you about.
So I got a trivia question for you.
No, you don't get.
I
one
do.
this
I
week.
have a trivia question.
You don't get one this week.
I think you'll answer this one though. Can you please tell the people how they can follow us and how they can find us?
Oh yeah, I know that answer.
You know that answer?
All
Okay.
you have to do is send us an email. It's right here on the screen. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Threads, Spotify, and TikTok.
Yep, there's a lot of different ways you guys can follow us and kind of stay up with what we got going on, man.
That's right. So
Yeah.
that one answer trumps all the ones you've ever answered.
You got that right. I will bow down and agree with you on that one, man.
Because
So,
that keeps the people engaged with us, man.
you heard what I said? I will bow down.
I mean, you ain't
Bow
gotta-
wow.
Oh, okay. You're still trying to be funny.
I will bow out. But hey, man, you guys, hey, man, we've enjoyed this, man. Glad you are with us this week, man, and we hope to see you again next week, man. Stay up with us.
Peace.